Cancer, what's up? I think my response is because I just finished doing Gemini, and then I'm like, oh yeah, we're next. Yay! How are you? The moon is in Cancer right now as I'm recording this, so I know it's really, really emotional. Things coming up. I mean, it's been an emotional last week. Neptune went direct, so I know that brought up a lot of things. I'm laughing because my husband rushed to take something to the trash can, but it wasn't the trash can people, it was the recycling bin people. Don't rush. Maybe that's the message. There is nothing to push. There's nothing to force. Trust in your timing. I'm talking to myself as well. If you're new here, I do oracle messages every month for the collective and for the overflow community at large, which is you. And then we go deeper after these oracle messages into your reading in the sanctuary, which is our monthly membership for communion with self, capital S, higher self, and soul family. You are invited to join us. We would love to have you. Challenge is the same as Gemini. Trying to have it all figured out, not taking care of yourself the way that you should, your physical body, trying to carry the world on your shoulders, falling back into some old patterns, and also needing to pay attention to what really matters, which is your relationship, not just with yourself, but with the people who really care, who you know are your people who you're doing life with, and tending to those things instead of trying to carry everybody else's problems on your back. Like, you have a life, you have goals, you have, and not just goals in work and career, but you have, family and love and community is so important to you. So really thinking about how you can work to address and build up whatever weaknesses there are. You don't need to be all things to all people. You need to be who you are supposed to be to the people who you're supposed to be. And of course, that starts with yourself. And your strength, though, is magic prayer. You may not be able to solve everything, but you can pray for people. You can heal. You can pray for people. You can pray for intervention. You can pray for wholeness. And also you can pray for the alignment that it is that you're seeking, or the ability to manage what may now seem like more of a responsibility. Because what it feels like also, Cancer, is you got what you prayed for. And now that you're getting all of the things that you not just prayed for, but worked for and were obedient to, there's so much opening up for you, and that feels scary. Wide open on the bottom of the deck. So let's see. Something else is coming through for me on this card. So remember when I said that the period from full moon in Taurus to full moon in Gemini was kind of like this cocooning period for us, Cancer. I said the same thing for Gemini, and then like after it was over, it was going to be time to like move. See those butterfly there? This is us emerging. Into the things that we prayed for. When you see the magic prayer card, it is a reminder that your prayers will be answered. Spirit is always waiting to help you and heal you. When you're in need, oh Lord, Spirit is always waiting to help you and to heal you when you're in need. That said, the best prayer is, Thy will be done through me, Thy will and not mine be done. Conscious contact with your higher power, higher self as well, is achieved through the ritual of prayer and meditation. Speak and listen. Yeah, conscious contact, because the contact's always there. Speak and listen to the divine force within the field of creation. Surrender your wishes and desires to Spirit. You may not get what you want, but you will surely get what you need. Your destiny awaits you. As long as you keep in conscious contact with your higher power, be assured that you are on the right path. So even though it's open, because there probably are a lot of obstructions or obstacles. Saturn is about to shift into Aquarius. You've done all of the building. You've removed all of the faulty foundations. There's nothing. It's just freedom. But that's a lot. That's a lot to live into. So let's read the challenge. And then, of course, if you have Gemini placements, there will probably be some goodness that comes through. I do. My Mercury and my Venus are in Gemini. When you see the Strength card reversed, pay particular attention to your health, for this indicates that your body, mind, and spirit need strengthening at this time. Exercise, rest, and proper nutrition are necessary to keep your balance. Don't deplete yourself through overwork, as now is the time for building your stamina, longevity, consistency, putting the systems in place for you to be able to receive and maintain the abundance that's here. Perhaps you feel the bonds weakening in a relationship. If they are in danger of being broken, they may need repair. Attend to them before the burden gets too heavy. Be strong. Face the reality of your relationship at this time and give it your attention, for any fragile threads may give way. Let go of whatever robs you of your life force and trust that something better will take its place. I will be a little bit vulnerable here even before we go into the sanctuary, just because we're all going through, this pandemic. And there was really a moment last month, because I feel like maybe I've already had to kind of deal with some of this, where I realized when it talks about the draining of the life force that I have a pattern and I've had this ability, and we talked a little bit about it also on the conversation that I had with Shayla around managing our energy, of being in relationship with people who didn't really care how I was doing, or didn't really take time to consider ever what potentially I was going through, didn't take any real interest in my life, what I look like, or what my life, how I show up on a daily basis, outside of this Cancerian nurturing mother energy, which I'm accepting as my truth, which I love the way that I love. I love the way that we love. I love the way that we show up for people. And when you're in an intimate connection with somebody, and the first sign of you starting to tend to yourself and your needs, or the first, like, literally just hint of, like, you may be being overwhelmed, or you may be being consumed, is very, very triggering to people, because if mama can't deal with this, then we're all fucked. Right? So we have to give that back to people, because people got to learn how to handle themselves, because you can't do it all. And I really was like, some things popped up for me with my kids. Me and my husband, we're cool. I mean, we've been together for a very long time. So, like, since we were children, and we've grown up together. So, like, he knows when I'm starting to get, he just knows me, and I know him. And I cut myself off. But when I'm starting to get either down or like he's just very observant. So, but something came up with my son, and it was just like, okay, like really all of them, all of my kids, where it's like, oh, they need more of me. And so there's only 24 hours in a day. And we're in the middle, Cancer, of building this life that we've prayed for. And it takes work, it takes cultivating, and it takes nurturing. And we are really leaning into a new, freer Aquarian age way of like being connected to people. And we are having to learn the skills to be in relationship in ways that allow us to still fully embody everything that we've worked for and that we love and that we care about. So we'll see what messages Spirit has for us to support us. Let's get into your reading.